Hello everyone, my name is Kanav Bansal and I am the head of artificial intelligence and machine learning at Cyber School. The agenda of this video is to get you familiarized with the machine learning course structure. But before that, let's do a fun exercise. Okay, let's say I want to collect some information from you guys. Okay, and in order to do that, I will be collecting your heights, weights, and gender information. Okay, I'll be collecting height in centimeters, weight in kgs, and gender information. Now, the question is, how do I collect the data? Okay, it is simple, right? We can simply use a Google form in order to collect the data. Another question is, where do I store the data, or how do I store the data? For that, we can simply use a table with three columns. Okay, we can use a table with three columns to store the data. Here, each column represents one attribute. Okay, and the attributes here are height, weight, and gender. Okay, let me show you a sample table where I have I have added some values of height, weight, and gender, and we will take it as an example. Okay, yeah, here is the table. Okay, it is a toy data set. So what we are going to do is, since I have the height, I have the weight, I have the gender of six different people, observe that each row represents one person uniquely. Okay, and each column represents the attribute of that person. Okay, so we have data of six different people, and now we want to do some observation based on this data set. Okay, so simple observations that I can perform here is, I can tell what is the mean height. I can tell what is the mean weight. I can tell what is the mean female height. Okay, I can tell what is the mean male height, or average. We can say mean or average. Both are the same. Okay, so let us look at those numbers. Okay, so we have average female height, average female weight, average male height, and average male weight. Now, these numbers are also called as central tendency. Okay, average or mean is the measure to know the central tendency of your data, of your column. Okay, so we will learn more about it in the course. We have other measures for the central tendency. We will look all of them in the course. Okay, for now, for simplicity, let's say we have these four values. Now what we are trying to achieve over here, we are basically doing a simple data analysis. Okay, we are doing a simple data analysis wherein we are saying that average female height is this, average female weight is this, average male height is this, average male weight is this. Okay, another thing that we can observe here is there is no missing value. Okay, what do I mean by missing value? अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे यहाँ पर, तो कोई भी सेल हमारे पास ऐसा नहीं है इस टेबल में जो खाली हो, empty हो. Okay, so each and every cell I can see here is filled. So I can say there is no missing value. Other thing that I can observe here is there is no duplicate values. Okay, so if I see this row, okay, आगे अगर मैं इन रोज में चेक करूंगा तो ये वाली रो कहीं पर भी रिपीट नहीं हो रही, and so on. If I check this second row, this is never repeated again. Okay, so I can say that this data has no duplicate value, has no missing value, so this data is already clean. Okay, now in case there is missing value or if we have duplicate values, then we need to perform some data cleaning before doing the analysis and everything. Okay, so how do we do that? We will learn that in the course. Okay, now let's answer some more questions and do a little bit more analysis. Okay, so some other questions that I can ask from this data is, what is the most common gender? Okay, that is, what is the most frequent gender? So if you know, there is a term in statistics called mode. Okay, using this mode, I can calculate what is the most frequent, most common gender. Okay, another question that I can answer here is, what is the range of heights? Okay, so I can look at the height column, see what is the range of height by looking at minimum and maximum values. Okay, so these are all the things that I can analyze from this data. There are many other things. We will definitely look at each and every aspect of data analysis, exploratory data analysis in the course. Okay. For now, the purpose of this video is just to get you familiarized with the machine learning. Okay. This is the data set that I was looking earlier. Okay. Toy data set. Now, listen carefully. The problem is very interesting. So we have three columns here in this data set. Okay, so let us assume these 6 people are studying in my class. Okay, the data is collected from the 6 students that are there in my class. Now somebody came to me and told me that we got two more admissions, and this is the data of their heights and weights. Okay, this is the data of their heights and weights. Now the task here, sorry um, now the task here is to predict what is the gender of these future data points. Okay, of these future data points, I need to predict the gender of these future data points. Now by looking at the data, I can easily tell that the first data point might be a female. Okay, by looking at the data, I can tell that first person might be a female and the second person might be a male. Okay, how did I came up with these genders? So basically, the height and the weight of this data point, the data point number 1, is comparatively very less than those of male data points. Okay, in the data set that I have. So I figured out that might be this is a female. Similarly, let us see how the computers will do it. Okay, so in earliest system of AI, expert systems were used to do this task. Okay, so the expert systems were basically collection of let me write it. Expert systems were used, and expert systems were basically collection of many rules. Okay, and these rules can be written in a programming language using if-else conditions. Okay, so in this case, if I was in early days, how would I write the AI AI driven system here? So I can write if height is less than, let's observe the height of female, 160, 146 and 162. So I can say if height is less than 165 and if weight is less than equal to, let's observe the weights, 50, 45 and 51. So if the weight is less than let's say 55, okay, then I can simply return female. Else I can return male. Okay, so I think this program is very simple and everyone can understand this. So let us run this code. Okay, let us try run this code on this data set that we have for the future data points. Okay, data point number 1 and data point number 2. So for the data point number 1, I see that the height is 145, which is definitely less than 165, and weight is 45, which is definitely less than 55, so I can return female here. Okay, similarly I can see that this thing is not less than 165, so it will definitely return male here. Okay, I think you might have got an idea how an expert system works. Okay, so this was very in the very early days of AI, when they used to write this kind of code. Okay, अब हम देखते हैं कि आज की डेट में AI कैसे होता है. ओके, तो इस चीज के लिए काफी ज्यादा ध्यान देना आप लोगों ने मेरे ख्याल से हर किसी ने कोऑर्डिनेट प्लेन के बारे में तो सुना ही होगा. तो कोऑर्डिनेट प्लेन कुछ ऐसा दिखता है. हमारे पास x एक्सिस होता है, एक y एक्सिस होता है. ओके, अब मेरे पास यहाँ पर दो वेरिएबल्स हैं. ओके, आई हैव टू वेरिएबल्स. तो मैं x को हाइट ले सकता हूँ और y को वेट ले सकता हूँ. नाउ what I can do here is I'll just draw. Let me now draw all the female data points. Okay, I think you know how to plot these points on this coordinate plane. So we have 160 and 50. 160 is here and 50 is here, so I can have a data point here. I have 146 and 45. 146 is somewhere here and 45 will be somewhere here. Another data point is 162 and 51. 162 might be here and 51 will be here. Okay, these are the three female data points. Now the male data points, let me plot them also. 180 and 78, it will come here. 184 and 80, it will come here. 180 and 60 will come here. Okay, so if assume that कोई मुझे नहीं बता रहा कि ये डेटा पॉइंट्स जो हैं वो किस क्लास को बिलोंग कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पर क्लास क्या होगी? जेंडर, या तो फीमेल या फिर मेल. हमारे पास दो ही क्लास है, मेल फीमेल. तो हमें कोई नहीं बता रहा, तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं? यहाँ पर मैं एक येलो मार्कर से जो भी हमारा फीमेल डेटा पॉइंट्स है उसको येलो मार्कर से हाईलाइट कर रहा हूँ. ओके, अब मुझे दिख रहा है कि हाँ, ये जो येलो मार्कर से हाईलाइटेड डेटा पॉइंट्स हैं ये फीमेल क्लास को बिलोंग करते हैं, और जो बाकी रिमेनिंग डेटा पॉइंट्स हैं वो किसको बिलोंग करते हैं? मेल क्लास को बिलोंग करते हैं. अब ध्यान देना, मैं यहाँ पर क्या एक सिंपल ये लाइन क्रिएट कर सकता हूँ टू सेपरेट दीज टू क्लासेस. ओके, सो बेसिकली व्हाट आई हैव डन हियर इज, मैंने यहाँ पर ये एक लाइन क्रिएट कर दी, एक बाउंड्री क्रिएट कर दी, जिससे ये दोनों के दोनों डेटा पॉइंट्स, दोनों के दोनों क्लासेस सेपरेट हो गए. ओके, और 100% एक्यूरेसी के साथ सेपरेट हुई है, कोई भी ओवरलैप नहीं है, बिल्कुल परफेक्टली सेपरेट हो गई है. अब मैं कोड कुछ ऐसे लिख सकता हूँ कि मैं अपने कोड को, मैं अपने किसी एक मशीन लर्निंग एल्गोरिथम को, वी विल लुक एट इट लेटर हाउ मशीन लर्निंग एल्गोरिथम्स वर्क. सो मशीन लर्निंग एल्गोरिथम क्या कर सकती हैं? वो ये सारा का सारा डेटा ले सकती हैं, जो कि जैसे कि इस टेबल में है, ये सारा डेटा ले सकती हैं और इस डेटा को देखकर एक ऐसी लाइन जनरेट कर सकती हैं. ओके, एंड वी कैन से दैट एवरीथिंग ऑन द लेफ्ट ऑफ दिस लाइन belongs to female class and everything on the right of this line belongs to male class. Pretty simple. Okay, let us see how this thing work on this data. Okay, the data that we have as a future data points. Now we have 45 here and a 45 here. 45 and 145 and 45. So it will come somewhere here. Okay, another data point is 180 and 80. It will come somewhere here. Okay, so I can see that both these data points in gray, one data point is on the left side of the line, one data point is on the left side of the line, and one data point is on the right side of the line. Okay, so I can easily classify this point on the left side. I can easily say that this will belong to female class and this will belong to male class. Is it clear to you guys? Okay, now I think this is pretty clear. Now this plot where I plotted these dots on this coordinate plane is also called as scatter plot. Okay, this is also called as scatter plot. And in how many dimensions is it? It is a two-dimensional scatter plot, since we have two dimensions here. Okay, we have a two-dimensional scatter plot. Now, मैंने आप लोगों के लिए एक रियल वर्ल्ड डेटा सेट से एक स्कैटर प्लॉट क्रिएट किया है यूजिंग पाइथन लैंग्वेज. Okay, let me show you how it look like. This one. I have used Python language in order to generate this plot. But इस प्लॉट में एक कमी है. वो कमी क्या है? हमारे पास फीमेल वाले डेटा पॉइंट्स हाईलाइटेड नहीं है. ओके, तो उस चीज के लिए भी हमारे पास पाइथन में काफी सारी चीजें होती है. काफी कुछ हम सीखेंगे. विजुअलाइजेशन कैसे करते हैं, ये वाली विजुअलाइजेशन कैसे करते हैं, तो हम देखते हैं वो वाली विजुअलाइजेशन में क्या होगा. मैं बेसिकली क्या कर देता हूँ, जो भी फीमेल वाले डेटा पॉइंट्स होंगे उसको एक कलर के डॉट से रिप्रेजेंट कर देते हैं, और जो भी मेल वाले डेटा पॉइंट्स होंगे उनको हम एक डिफरेंट कलर से प्लॉट कर देते हैं. ओके, बस कलर कोड कर देते हैं दोनों के दोनों डिफरेंट डेटा पॉइंट्स को. लेट्स सी हाउ दैट प्लॉट लुक्स लाइक. ओके, दिस इज द प्लॉट, and let me tell you, this is on a real world data set. Okay, so I plotted this, and I can basically, what I can do here is I can basically plot a line here. Okay, I can plot a line here, and in future whatever data point I get, I will check what is the height and what is the weight. I will plot that point on this coordinate plane with this line as a separating class separating hyperplane. I'm calling it hyperplane. I'll tell you later in the course why I'm calling it hyperplane. So what this line will do, for example, a point came here. Okay, I'll say, since this is on the left side of the plane of this line, I'll classify this point as female. One point came here, I'll classify it as male. Okay, so in machine learning we will try to find these lines, the hyperplanes, hypercurves, in order to separate two different classes or more. Okay, we might be using this is also called as binary classification. Okay, this is also called as binary classification. We can do multi-class classification as well. Okay, we can do classification on 3 different classes. We will see all that in our course. Before learning machine learning, we should know mathematics. So we have a separate module for mathematics in this course. Okay, so let me show you how we are going to teach you the whole course. So we have divided the whole course into 5 different modules. The first module is basically about the Python. So what we are going to do here is we will teach you Python basics, and to the point wherein you can easily implement each and every machine learning code. Okay, so these are all the topics. The flow control, we will learn about if-else statements, we will learn about for loop, while loop, and everything. Okay, data structures we will learn, functions we will learn, lambda map and reduce. This is very important, so we will also learn this. Other thing that we will learn is modules and packages in the Python crash course. Okay, so by the time we are done with the Python crash course, you will be comfortable enough to write a Python code easily. Okay, so after this module, what we are going to learn is mathematics. Okay, so in mathematics we are basically covering 3 different topics. First one is linear algebra, another is statistics, another is probability. While doing data analysis, these two topics are extensively used. Okay, so if you need to know the variance of your data of any column. Okay, if you want to know the mean, the median, the mode. Okay, so everything come into this topic, the statistics. Now each column can be considered as a random variable. Okay, so we will learn about random variables and all those things in probability class. Okay, now where does linear algebra come into picture is, you remember we saw the coordinate plane and we try to draw the line. So how to draw this line we will learn in linear algebra. Okay, the equation of line, how a point is represented. Okay, we plotted these points on the coordinate plane representing males and females. So we will see how these points are plotted, how to represent these points as a vector. Okay, we will see all of this in linear algebra. After this, we will, once we are done with Python and mathematics, we can dive into data analysis part. Okay, so first of all, before doing any data analysis, we will look at a couple of libraries in this module 3. We will look at NumPy, we'll look at Pandas. Okay, NumPy is basically a library which is used for powerful numerical processing. Okay, it is also used for doing performing scientific computations also. And Pandas is used to Pandas here is used to load the data in the memory. Okay, it is also used to manipulate and analyze the data. So all of the analysis, all of the data loading part, manipulation part will be done in Pandas. Now, these three libraries over here, these three are also libraries in Python. So we will use these libraries for visualizations. You remember the plot that we saw earlier? We used Matplotlib and Seaborn to plot this thing. Okay, so we will see how we can easily plot these things in Matplotlib, Seaborn, and Plotly. After learning how to load the data, how to analyze the data, how to visualize the data, we will put all of them together and learn about EDA, or exploratory data analysis. In exploratory data analysis class, I will teach you how you can put all these things together and and basically tell the story about the data. Okay, you can learn so much from the data. Okay, so let me tell you that 60 to 70% of time of a machine learning engineer is spent on this part. Okay, doing the exploratory data analysis. In this module, we will also do data cleaning. In data cleaning, we will learn how to handle missing values, how to handle outliers, how to handle duplicates. All these things we will learn in this module. Okay, this is going to be very extensive module. Now, coming to the module number 4, we will have machine learning algorithms. All the machine learning algorithms are listed here. Okay, that we will be covering in this course. I'll be covering everything from ground up. Okay, we will be learning these algorithm from a simple intuition part about hyperparameter tuning and everything in this course. Okay, there are so many algorithms to cover, and this module will take a lot of time. Okay, now coming to the 5th module, we will learn about deep learning. Okay, so in the deep learning part, what we will do is we will walk you through the history of neural network. We will teach you what a perceptron is, what an activation function is, and after that we will try to build a neural network from scratch. Okay, we will try to perform a hands-on session to implement a neural network. Now, these are the 5 modules that we will be covering in this course. Okay, now this course requires no prerequisite. Language that I'll be using is Python, and the tool where we will be writing the code is Jupyter Notebook. Okay, now one more thing, each and every topic that is being taught in this course will have a code sample and Python implementation, so that you won't get stuck ever again while implementing a machine learning algorithm. Okay, so मैं शुरू से लेकर आखिरी तक जो भी एक एल्गोरिथम में, जो भी मशीन लर्निंग एल्गोरिथम में, जो भी मशीन लर्निंग के कोर्स में होता है, वो सब कुछ आपको सिखाऊंगा, और हर एक एल्गोरिथम को हम लोग काफी बारीकी से देखेंगे, उसका एक बिल्कुल बेसिक से कैसे वो काम करती है एल्गोरिथम, उसके पीछे मैथमेटिक्स क्या इन्वॉल्व है, ओके, कैसे उसके फेलियर केसेस क्या होंगे, प्रैक्टिकल केसेस क्या होंगे, रियल वर्ल्ड में कहाँ पर यूज होगा, कहाँ पर नहीं यूज होगा, सब कुछ हम लोग इसमें डिस्कस करेंगे. ओके, और हर एक टॉपिक जो भी यहाँ पर आपको दिख रहा है या फिर जो भी हम क्लास में करेंगे, हर एक टॉपिक के लिए एक हम प्रोग्राम जरूर लिखेंगे. ओके, और हम लोग क्या करने वाले हैं इस कोर्स में, जब हमारा एक्सप्लोरेटरी डेटा एनालिसिस वाला पार्ट, ये मॉड्यूल नंबर 3 में एक्सप्लोरेटरी डेटा एनालिसिस खत्म होगा, तो इसके बाद हमारे पास एक मिनी प्रोजेक्ट होगा. जिसमें हम लोग एक रियल वर्ल्ड डेटा उठाएंगे और उसके ऊपर एक EDA एक्सप्लोरेटरी डेटा एनालिसिस परफॉर्म करके देखेंगे और समझेंगे कि डेटा एनालिसिस कैसे करते हैं। तो आप मशीन लर्निंग के साथ साथ डेटा एनालिसिस भी सीख रहे हो इस कोर्स में। ओके, सो मशीन लर्निंग के केस में हम लोग क्या करने वाले हैं, जब हमारे ये सारे के सारे मॉड्यूल्स, ये सारे के सारे मशीन लर्निंग के एल्गोरिथम्स खत्म हो जाएंगी, तो हम लोग एक सेशन करेंगे जिसमें मैं आपको सिखाऊंगा कि मशीन लर्निंग के किसी भी प्रोजेक्ट को कैसे आप अप्रोच कर सकते हो। ओके, वी विल लर्न अबाउट क्रिस्प DM फ्रेमवर्क, हाउ टू अप्रोच अ प्रॉब्लम, ओके, how to basically look at the business problem, how to come up with the solution. Everything will be covered in this course. Okay, okay guys, that's all from my side. Thank you.